So what is going on, guys? Welcome to another Garden Warfare 2 video. Today I'm going to be comparing the abilities Arcane Enigma and the brand new one that you can get from Rooks currently right now, the Arcane Lotus. Now, a lot of people have had negative comments about the Arcane Lotus, saying that it doesn't last very long and it needs to be able to last longer. Well, I have some interesting information that I want to share with you in today's video. So make sure you watch the entire video. If you do enjoy it, give it a like down below. And also, let me know what you think about the brand new Arcane Lotus in the comment section down below. But anyway, let's get straight in with today's video. So as always, we always first take a look at the descriptions of these two abilities. The Arcane Enigma says, only Rose could make transforming into a being of pure, invulnerable, damage-dealing energy seems so easy. And then the Arcane Lotus says, Rose alters her magic slightly, transforming into being of pure, invulnerable, healing energy. So one of them deals damage and the other one heals. Now, one thing which is noticeable about the Arcane Enigma is you can press the right trigger when you're using the Arcane Enigma to do a burst of damage, which then lowers your energy bar, so you cannot use the ability for as long, but you can deal damage 3 times, and at the close range, the maximum amount of damage you can do is 15. It goes up when you do have a zombie jinxed, but the base damage is 15. With the Arcane Lotus, you don't press a trigger at all you need to do is stand there and you can heal your teammates. So if you do want to deal damage to the enemies, you do need to press the right trigger and be able to use up some of your energy, whereas with the Arcane Lotus, you don't press the trigger at all you do is simply stand there and you will heal your teammates. The amount that you heal your teammates, I'm still not exactly sure on a correct figure, but you do heal them 4 at a time. It goes like 4 health. 4 health, 4 health. So it doesn't do a constant heal like the sunflower does. It is a gradual heal, but nevertheless it can heal a lot of plants in a certain vicinity, especially if you're playing objective game modes. One thing which I do want to mention as well is even though this ability heals your teammates, it doesn't actually heal yourself, which I don't think it needs, seeing as you are invulnerable at the time of using the ability. But that's something else which I did just want to point out to anyone that didn't know about this ability. So now that we've got the details about the abilities out of the way, let's take a look at how long these abilities last for, because a lot of people are saying that the Arcane Lotus needs to be able to last longer to make the ability worthwhile. Well, I have the breakdown of these abilities. First off, the cooldown of these abilities is exactly the same time. Both the Arcane Enigma and the Arcane Lotus take 35 seconds before you can use the ability once again. So keep that in mind, none of them have an edge over how often you can use the ability. Once you're using the ability, this is where it gets very, very interesting, because there is different ways that you can judge how long the abilities last for. And I'm going to break it down to if you're moving constantly and if you're stood still constantly, because there is a big difference between these figures. With the Arcane Enigma, if you're not moving and you use the ability, so all you're doing is stood there, you're not dealing any damage at all you're doing is standing there being invulnerable, you will last for 18 seconds. Now with the Arcane Lotus, it will last for just under 9 seconds, so that is a huge difference between these two abilities. Of course, with the Arcane Enigma, you won't actually be dealing any damage in this time slot, but with the Arcane Lotus, even though you're stood still, you'll still be healing your teammates. So that is one thing which you do want to keep in mind as well. Now also, when you're playing as Rose, you're probably going to be moving when you're actually using this ability, so this is where it gets very, very interesting. The time that the Arcane Enigma will last for if you're constantly moving is 8.5 seconds, and with the Arcane Lotus, the time the ability will last when you're moving is also 8.5 seconds. So that's where it gets very, very interesting. People are saying the Arcane Lotus needs to last longer, but in fact, if you're moving while you're using these abilities, they both last for exactly the same time. The only downside to the Arcane Enigma is, if you actually want to deal damage, you're going to need to use some of that energy, which is going to cut down how long you can use that ability for, whereas with the Arcane Lotus, you'll be healing for that entire 8.5 seconds. So a lot of people are saying the Arcane Lotus needs to last longer. I don't think that is the case. I think the Arcane Lotus is perfect as it is. You can move constantly, and the ability will last exactly the same time as the Arcane Enigma when that's moving constantly, and you don't need to use any extra energy to heal your teammates. So it is very, very good, in my opinion, to have the Arcane Lotus on if you are a very supportive player. So let me know what you think of these two abilities in the comment section down below. I personally would still probably stick with the Arcane Enigma because I'm ranking up my Necros right now, and once you jinx them, the Arcane Enigma will deal 35 damage rather than 15, so it is a huge difference, whereas the Arcane Lotus won't actually deal any damage at all. But there again, it depends on your personal preference. If you want to be an offensive Rose player, use Arcane Enigma. If you want to be a Rose player that helps your teammates out, use Arcane Lotus, and I would definitely recommend using Arcane Lotus on game modes like Gardens and Graveyards, because if you've got a lot of plants on the objective and you use this ability, you can heal a lot of them at the same time. So there we go, there's my breakdown of the two abilities. Let me know in the comment section down below which is your favourite and what you think about what I've broken down about the time slots, where the Arcane Lotus and Arcane Enigma actually last for the same amount of time if you are constantly moving. Thank you very much for watching. My name is ZEROxFUSIONZ, and hopefully I'll catch you guys next time.